Hi, everybody. This is Sammy Serious on the Zeros, and you're listening to the Witch Podcast. Rock and roll.
And on the podcast today, I'm honored to have someone on the phone who was a huge part of that scene. His band was probably the funnest band you could see on the Strip at that time. And if you ask anyone who was also around back then, they would probably tell you they were one of the most loved as well. My guest is founding member, songwriter, and lead singer of the Zeros, Mr. Sammy Serious. Welcome, Sammy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
how you doing?
I'm good. Thanks very much for being here. Oh man, it's really great to have you here and to talk to you. And I have to admit, I came along a little bit late on the Zeros. I didn't really get to see you guys play until '91. Somehow in all the years that you guys were playing and I was roading for bands on the Strip and doing that, I never really crossed paths. But once I saw you guys in '91, I really was hooked. And like I said, your shows were just so fun and the music was just so infectious that I really just couldn't get enough. And 20 years later, I'm still just so into the band. And you and I actually met once. We met at the NAMM show in '95 in Anaheim, and we actually got a picture together. I'm sure you remember that well.
I do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, just like yesterday. So it's great to talk to you. It's probably true that most people remember the Zeros from '91's 4321, the Zeros album, but the fact is the Zeros have released multiple albums since then over the years. And last year you released Zero In, and that's where I'd like to begin tonight. In listening to the album, I've had a chance to listen to it probably, oh boy, at least 15, 20 times already. But the themes of the album I love, the crazy friends and unrequited love, and the other thing that I just referred to with the Zeros, that eternal zero optimism that says everything's going to be okay. And that's just something that I love about the Zeros so much. Were you, I know on 4321 you wrote all the songs. Did you write all the songs on this album as well?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever collaborated with another songwriter?
Sure. Yeah, I have a lot of different people that I collaborate with, friends of mine and, band members and stuff like that. But just for some reason, a couple of songs made it to the records that I co-wrote with people. And, over the years. But basically, I did most of the main songwriting for the records. So, all the albums that are released on Nuns in Prison, which I did. I wrote a song with a friend of mine called Discombobulated Generation. And his name was Jack Lyons, and we wrote that together.
Okay.
And we used that on that album. But basically, I was the main songwriter for the rest of the records.
Okay, and did you produce this one? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you produce this one as well?
Yeah, I did. I had the guy at Las Vegas in the studios over there, Tom Parham. He was the engineer, and we did this one together on Zero In, which is the one you're talking about.
Right.
And that was a lot of fun. So we did that together.
Okay.
And 4321, and then the other albums were produced by Ron Gowdy produced that one, and I produced Rule the World, Nuns in Prison, and Names.
Okay.
Volume 1.
God, I love that one. I love Names.
Yeah.
I was just listening to that one earlier today. Just another great record. What is the lineup for this band? Is there a lineup for this CD or
for Zero In?
For Zero In, yeah.
Well, I've been talking to a bunch of people who were in the band before, and putting together lineups, but it's just that trying to move a lineup is kind of going on tour and stuff like that and playing out, and I have to put the band together and make it workable for everybody to be able to go on the road and stuff like that.
Right. So So
I had people come in and out of the band, the Zeros, over the years. Like different members of old members would come back for do a tour on a record, then they would go do their own thing, then come back again, and it's just different people, but the same people that it's like a rotating revolving door,
Okay.
So
I think Witch is up to 14 lineup changes at the moment, and probably a few more in there as well. So any band that's been around so long, all these years, there's always lineup changes, and members are always coming and going. So it's
Yeah, I mean, it's just like Kiss. Kiss had Ace Frehley come back, and then he left, and he came back, and and stuff like that. And you had other people in Kiss, and the Zeros is sort of the same kind of situation where I'm at the helm, but there's other players that come in and out, and we do shows and stuff like that, and people got some of their favorite lineups and different kind of lineups change and come and go and stuff like that for different albums, and but it seems to all work out at the end.
Sure, and as long as there's, like you said, like the one band member that is sort of the glue that keeps everything together. I think Nikki Sixx is that way for Motley Crue. The one guy that holds everything together, and that's definitely the role that Sammy Serious would play with the Zeros, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
that's basically it.
And when was the last time that you would have played live with the Zeros?
Let me see. I did a few shows just recently. I did one at the Whiskey, which was at, I think that was in, I can't remember. I think it was like April.
Oh, okay.
Of this year.
Oh, geez.
And then we did a Vegas show. We did some Vegas shows, and just shows around on the West Coast.
Okay.
Nothing. I tried to come out on the East Coast and stuff like that a couple of times, but we were going through some, trying to book some shows and stuff like that, and getting that all worked out to where we could do a slew of shows at one time.
Right.
But it started turning into winter, and we kind of postponed it till or spring.
Okay. Yeah, it's too
cold.
Move
forward with that.
It's so cold to tour out back east out here. You never know what you're going to get. I think at the moment it's 11 or going to be 11 degrees tonight, and that's no fun to go out and play. Travel around the East
Coast. Grab your blanket.
Right, and snowshoes and everything else. Were the songs on Zero In, were those all written relatively recently? I'm always curious, like if songs, from songwriters, how long they sit around.
Most of them were. Yeah, most of the songs were written recently. I'd say maybe, let's see, I'd say half of the album was written recently.
Oh, okay. Right.
And, but there's a few songs that were supposed to, kind of like lingered over to where, I kept playing them and they made the album, and, but I had a few songs that I couldn't put on the record because we were running out of time, and the record we already had 45 minutes on the record.
Okay.
I think it was like 40 minutes or something like that, but it'll be on the next record.
Oh, okay. All right. Are you working on anything? Are you working on the next album now, or is that something that comes a little later?
Yeah, always working on a new record. I'm putting a new record probably together now for the end of this year, 2012.
Oh, okay. A Zeros record?
2012.
Zeros record or a Sammy Serious solo album? Or both?
It'll probably be it'll probably be a Zeros record.
Okay.
I had some. I have a lot of songs that work with the Zeros and stuff like that, and were played at the shows. Okay. So it was kind of like in that medium. So it was Zeros, Zero-esque.
Zero. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's play something from Zero In. Is there anything in particular you'd like me to play? I know I have my favorites, but is there something you'd like me to play from that album?
Well, I mean, let's go with one of yours first.
Okay. I would love to play Are You a Nut? I like that one. I like the Crazy Friends idea, and I think it's a great tune.
Yeah, great.
All right.
That's a great song.
All right. So from the Zeros album, Zero In, this is Sammy Serious. The Zeros, this is Are You a Nut?
Hey, are you a nut? Hey, are you
Are You a Nut by the Zeros from Zero In. And Sammy Serious is on the phone here.